My name is Daniel Detwiler. We are here in an Idee and Klang studio Himmelried. My goal building this studio was to create a high-end place for mixing and mastering work with beautiful console, beautiful outboard, but on the other hand also a very accurate monitor system where you just could hear all aspects of sound in order to bring it to a really high level. This was in my studio that I built after I studied audio design. We just had a problem with bass. We needed more bass energy, and the acoustic engineer installed an analog equalizer, but I was never really so satisfied. I somehow had to do this, but it did not make my monitor to really sound better, or it did not solve the problem, because then you equalize in the bass and actually you're equalizing through another equalizer. And then actually I came in contact with the distributor of Trinnov, and he said, you should try a Trinnov. I said, no, I don't need a Trinnov, I'm skeptical. He said, well, I give it to you for about 2 months, try it out. And I thought that was a great chance to really work with something I'm skeptical. I tried it out, I dived into it, and I just have seen the potential of Trinnov, and that actually it not only would solve that bass problem, but it also made the room sound better. It basically makes the monitor, even if you have the best monitors you could afford, it just makes it again better. And it makes it very natural, and it makes it very accurate. But first, you always have some problems in a room. No room is totally perfect. But then also with the speakers, as an example, those passive speakers are basically two-way, and they go down to 20 Hertz, but they are using a 15-inch woofer for the bass, which Strauss does this for the precision. But this comes with the maybe small disadvantage that you have to boost 20 Hertz just a little bit. And so with Trinnov, this can just be done in a very easy and very good sounding way. And the second reason is that while you might have the best mastering speaker in the world, or this for sure is one of the best models that you could have, still you might want to have another target curve. With the Trinnov, it's just so easy to set your target curve. I like it more digital nowadays. And that's why I then got the Trinnov D-MON, and I'm now really happy with it, because I can just do whatever I want, and I just know what I hear. If I hear a difference in two sounds, it's actually really the difference I'm hearing. And I need to hear really subtle differences. With a digital monitor controller, there is just no question. Could it be the buffer amp? Could it be the input? Could it be the analog output? So I'm more than happy with this, with D-MON, and I really think that Trinnov did a great job also in designing the user interface of it. It's easy to set up, it's intuitive, and I really like it a lot. I would not want to go back. I'm absolutely faster. First of all, because the room correction is just right. But then with the D-MON, I just switch it on in the morning. I know the calibration is still there. Everything is right. I know the levels of my speakers are right. Everything is right. I also set up some reference track and the rough mix to be on different buttons here. I have my old mix that I can just compare it with the push of a button. That was more complicated before. I also made sure I have the very same layout with every setup, no matter if I mix stereo or surround, or also in future Atmos, just configure it so that it's always in the same way. For sure, with the Trinnov room correction and D-MON, I would say I'm way faster. I think everyone should invest. I even have a student who bought Trinnov. Of course, if you're on a student level, it's kind of not so easy to afford it. I mean, in comparison to what I pay for my speakers, then Trinnov is very cheap. But if you're a student, you have 2 cheap Genelec speakers, then Trinnov is more expensive than the speaker setup. But it brings so much back. So yeah, to me, it's one of the best investments. I wouldn't want to live with my speakers, but I also would not want to live without Trinnov anymore.